A ransomware attack was all it took to knock out the largest pipeline in the United States, disrupting the supply of gasoline and jet fuel to the eastern United States and triggering panic buying that left gas stations dry and motorists scrambling to fill up.
Hoarding does not make things better, and under no circumstances should gasoline ever be put into anything but a vehicle directly or an approved container.
The Colonial Pipeline connects Gulf Coast refineries to population centers from Atlanta to New York and carries about 45% of the East Coast's fuel supplies. Without access to much of the East, U.S. refiners snapped up charters either to store gasoline and diesel fuel or to ship the products overseas.
They'll start backing up some of the products, but the benefit is, as you know, we were able to get exports of U.S. crude and got that in pretty good volume. So if it can't go through the U.S. refineries, we can put it on the ships and get it shipped around.
Panic buying in the Southeast sent gas above $3 a gallon for the first time in more than 6 years. And more than 3/4 of all filling stations in some cities in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Florida ran out of gasoline.
If you look at what it takes to get a tanker to come to the New York Harbor, or for that matter, to pay the premium on a Jones Act tanker out of the Gulf Coast, you'd need a higher price than this.
Shortages also hit the aviation industry, forcing American Airlines to add additional stops to long-haul flights originating from Charlotte, North Carolina.
This is a very big concern because when you look at the airport that Colonial services, it includes Atlanta, Hartsfield, Charlotte, Raleigh-Durham, and Nashville, which are fairly good-sized hubs for major U.S. airlines.
By the middle of the week, Colonial started bringing the pipeline back online and had paid nearly $5 million in ransom to the hackers. But it will still take as long as 2 weeks for gasoline stored in Houston to reach East Coast filling stations, and even longer for diesel and jet fuel because they are heavier and move more slowly.
The ongoing investments are going to be substantial. So I would say this industry continues to maintain a level of vigilance because we understand how important we are and are working hard every day to protect our systems.
This is the latest cyber attack in a string of breaches raising concerns over fragile infrastructure. Over the past few months, a growing number of energy assets have been targeted by hackers.
These ransomware attacks have become greater, more frequent, more sophisticated, and frankly more impactful in terms of the kind of disruption they cause, in this case, of a critical infrastructure.